Guys, and happy Halloween. So today I'm going to be filming my October wrap-up. If you do not know what a wrap-up is, basically you sum up all the books you have read this month so people can see how much you have read, what you have read, and whether you liked it or not. In this wrap-up, it's very simple. I'm going to be showing the book or series because I did read quite a big series this month. I'm going to be giving a brief summary, saying how many stars I give it, and whether or not you should read it. The first book I read this month was Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. Now, I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars. I only gave it 4 stars because I truly thought it was a good book. I like the world it built up to, but I thought that there was a plot twist in this book that sort of bugged me, and I thought it was sort of predictable, and I was hoping, it's predictable, she's gonna do the thing where every author does and blow my mind, and she didn't. So it sort of disappointed me, but I know the rest of the series is incredible. I have purchased the second book. I do recommend this book. It's really good. Although people say there's so many fantasy out there, there's not that many that are this good. And so I suggest you read it. Basically, Throne of Glass is about a girl who is an assassin, and she is not only an assassin, she is the kingdom's biggest assassin. And she gets brought to this prison where she tries to run away, and then the prince captures her again and gives her a deal. If she participates in a competition to become the king's assassin against other murderers, thieves, etc., she will serve the king for 4 years and then get her freedom. But during these competitions with other deadly murderers, cruel thieves, they start getting murdered, and she thinks she's next. And it's just, the story unfolds really well. There's a love triangle. It's really good. I suggest you read it. So many people like it. I'm actually looking forward for the second book. I just think the first one was too predictable. But yeah, you should still read it, guys. This month, I'm missing one of the books, is the entire Vampire Academy series by Rochelle Lean. Now, these books, I'm just going to show you one of them. This is the first one. They are incredible. I enjoyed them so much. Basically, it's about this world that is where vampires live, but they live not among us, aside from us, and they have their own little bubble, kind of say. They have their own queen, but in these vampires, there's good vampires and there's bad vampires. The good ones are hunted by the bad ones. The bad ones don't just drink human blood, they drink the good vampire's blood. And then there's half vampires, which are way stronger than the good ones and protect them from the bad ones. Now, this book has such great characters. I love this book. I love the romance in these books. They're really light and easy to read. If you can tell, there's not that much writing on one page. They took me about 2.5 weeks, or 2 weeks I should say, to finish the entire series. The last ones get quite big, but they are so good, guys. I marathoned the series. I've never marathoned a series before, and they were incredible. Although I suggest reading them all, I don't suggest marathoning it maybe, because you could get tired of it, but I marathoned it and I loved it. Every single chapter ends in a cliffhanger, and then the entire book ends in an even big cliffhanger, so you can't stop reading them. They're addicting, they're incredible, and you guys should read them. I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars, well, the entire series, because they're just that good. That I read this month is The Fifth Wave and The Infinite Sea by Rick Yancey. Now, basically, these books were so good. It felt so realistic. I would give these books 4 out of 5 stars simply because some of the times the way Rick Yancey described things confuses me, but for a lot of people that can make it beautiful. I just didn't understand some of the metaphors he used. Basically, in these books, aliens come to Earth, and there's a spaceship, and they're not talking to us, but then they start doing these waves. The first wave, the entire power supply goes out. Cars, anything on battery, cell phones, everything just dies out. Planes flying through the sky just crash, and that caused a lot of chaos and limited our resources. Now, the second wave, from what I understand, like, it was like these huge earthquakes, and it like took most of the buildings off the coast, and it destroyed a whole bunch of land, and it made people even more scared. And then the third wave came, and they put a disease on, they call it plague, they put it on the planet, and it killed 98% of the population. And then the fourth wave is, they are now among us, and they are trying to kill us. And then we see the fifth wave, which I'm not really gonna say because it's a spoiler. Guys, it's so good. It feels so realistic. Like, I texted my friends, I'm like, hey guys, if this happens, we need a plan, because I honestly felt like it could happen because of Rick Yancey. One thing he's also very good at is making you feel like something in the book happened, confusing you about it, and then confirming you about it, or not confirming you. It's so good. I'm probably gonna reread this book because I missed a lot of parts, because like I said, I was sort of confused, but despite being confused, the story was amazing. It felt super realistic, and I'm not done the second one, even though I included it in my October wrap-up. I am currently reading it. It is so good, guys. Now that I finished the fifth wave, and towards the end I started being more clear on things, so it gets better. Just know that the point of views are gonna switch, because I didn't know that at first and it confused me. But yeah, you guys are going to enjoy these books. I give these books 4.5 out of 5 stars, simply because they are so realistic, and despite being confused, I truly felt like aliens were going to invade. Like, I can see it happening. The plan that Rick Yancey created for them invading is brilliant. It's genius. And there's a movie coming out, so that's another reason why you guys should read it. In total, I read 9 books this month, sorry guys. And I truly enjoyed most of the books I read this month. Actually, I enjoyed all of the books I've read this month. I recommend all the books I've read. I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you next month for my next wrap-up. Bye guys!